The Immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm talking about some video game news. There's some things that are happening that I want to give my thoughts about, and let me jump right into it. First up, Pokemon Sleep. I'm really excited about the Pokemon Company making this awesome idea. So what it is they're going to do a video game, and it's going to gauge your sleep, share that data, and it's going to turn it into some type of video game. Now, there's not a lot of news yet about this, so I'm really excited about this. So I have sleep issues. I don't know about you. I don't get enough sleep. I worry about things. I'm a teacher, so it's kind of in my nature to worry about my kids, to worry about things, you know, with stack YouTube on top of that. I don't get enough sleep. And so the fact that the Pokemon Company is going to make a video game around sleep, I think that's really cool. There's not a lot of details about it, but right now it's going to come out in 2020, and it's going to be on a Pokemon Go Plus, some type of device. But I'm going to check it out. I'm actually not the biggest Pokemon fan. I've talked about this in my previous videos, but you know, I did like Pokemon Quest, and there's some Pokemon games I don't think are bad, but you know, I'm really excited about this because this is going to encourage people, hopefully, to get more sleep. As a nation, we're not that great at getting sleep, and so the company making something to address that, or you know, to make it interesting, I think that's really innovative. I think this is a really innovative idea, making a video game around sleep, and I look forward to seeing what this company does and has my interest and gets my thumbs up. Alright, moving forward. In not so great news, Super Mario Maker 2. Now, this is going to be a big game. This game's going to sell. There's a lot of people waiting for it, okay? I'm not saying anything about that. Okay, Super Mario Maker 2 is going to be a successful game. However, Super Mario Maker is not going to have online matchmaking with your friends. Ugh, come on now. The biggest deal is not having online matchmaking with your friends. So you're going to play with random people. And so, come on, Nintendo. Like, in my opinion, this really the Achilles heel of the Nintendo Switch is their online multiplayer. You know, it's 2019, okay? And the whole world is playing online with their friends, chatting with their friends, and Nintendo's in this weird like time warp. I don't know what their issue is, but the good news is hopefully with an update or a patch or enough outcry, the Nintendo will do something about this. I think, you know, it's a silly omission from an outstanding idea. I mean, you want to play with your friends, and Nintendo gave a reason why. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's not included. And so if you're wanting to play this online with your friends, you can't. So yeah, bummer. All right, probably the strangest thing in all the news that I'm talking about today is the Playdate. That's right, the best way to describe the Playdate, now this is a new handheld coming out, is if you combined an e-reader with a Game Boy and a craft beer. Yeah, this is the most hipster thing I've ever seen. The Playdate is going to be a handheld. It's got like a squish screen, the pictures above, and you know, it's a 3x3 black and white screen with kind of like a super deformed Game Boy with a crank on the side. That's right. And this thing is coming out. It's going to be $150. And you know, when you hear that and you're like, gosh, man, I think it's kind of like an artistic, you know, approach to video games. You know, the developer of Katamari, he's doing a game for it. I want to sit back and see what this thing does before giving lots of my opinions, but it's pretty hipster. I mean, just hearing that, it's going to have one game available when it comes out, and then every week you're going to be able to download one additional game for 12 weeks. And so they're obviously going for a different approach. They want it to stand out. The crank on the game is not to power the system. Nope. It's actually part of a gameplay mechanic that will be included with some of the games. And so I'm very interested in checking this out, having it in my hands, playing some of the games. You know, it looks very different. You know, I've been a fan of different before. My hat's off to the company for trying something different. And so I do want to check it out. You know, it could be very interesting. It could offer a different gameplay experience you can't get anywhere else. Do have concerns? Yes. Price, that's pretty expensive. You know, it only has one game, and it's more games. How do you get more games? What do the games cost? It's digital download only that I know of. It's still in prototype form, so more further details need to be fleshed out. Hopefully this product will develop further and then I can give feedback on it. I'd love to have my hands on one and love to show it on my channel. What do you get when you cross Fortnite and Monster Hunter? You get a game called Dauntless. And Dauntless is smashing digital downloads, 6 million to be exact, in its first week. You may not be a fan of free-to-play games, but 6 million in 1 week is a lot. So Dauntless is taking kind of more of an American approach to Monster Hunter, and you know what? It's so far so good. They've taken a lot of feedback from the community. It's been in beta a long time. When a company takes its time and gets feedback from the community to make the best game possible, gets a thumbs up for me. And so it sounds to me like it's really successful. I'm going to check it out. I'm not the biggest Monster Hunter fan, but the other thing that's important to note about this game is it's cross-play. That's right, Xbox One, PS4, on the Epic Game Store. There's not many games that do that. I think of Rocket League is one that comes to mind, and so I think that's awesome. And so a free-to-play game, a game that you can play with your buddies, doesn't matter what console it's on, I think that's really cool. And so Dauntless, the graphics look okay. It definitely has that kind of like Fortnite look to it, but you're killing monsters with different weapons. It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm going to download it and give you my thoughts later about that, hopefully. In about a week, E3 is happening, and there's going to be a volley of new game news. Things that I'm interested in hearing more about: Borderlands 3, Halo Infinite, and Gears of War 5, and the Avengers project. That's right, there's another Avengers game coming out. There's actually two that I'm excited about. I want to know more about the Avengers project before I can give my thoughts about it. There isn't much details about it, but it is going to be announced at E3, and it looks like a big, big title. And so Borderlands 3, of all these titles that I've talked about, is the top of my list. The next one is Halo Infinite. I'm a huge Borderlands fan, been playing with my coworkers. Beat Borderlands 1, playing the prequel right now, going to revisit Borderlands 2 and get ready for Borderlands 3. Halo Infinite, that's Microsoft's big game. They're going to be talking about that a lot, hopefully at E3. I look forward to hearing more news about that. Those are the games I'm excited about, and there's many, many, many more coming out. Also, the days of having a summer drought are over. It's really nice to see that game companies are finally getting it, and there's lots of amazing games coming out in the summertime. I'm really excited about seeing that. You know, for years and years, it seemed to be like a summer drought, that every game company was trying to launch games at fourth quarter. And, you know, with more and more competition and more games coming out, I see that some game companies are finally releasing in the summertime, and you get a thumbs up from me on that. You know, I see games such as Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which I'm really excited about for the Nintendo Switch. Probably of all the summer releases, #1 game that I'm talking about with my coworkers that we're going to play together. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 sounds like a great fit for Nintendo Switch. It's an exclusive. I'm really excited about playing that. You also have Bloodstains. You have Super Mario Maker 2, even with some of its shortcomings announced. It's going to be a great game. So those are the games that I have been talking about with my friends that I'm going to be playing. So comment below, what news are you excited about? Is there E3 announcements that you want more information on? What games are you looking forward to? Comment below. I had a lot of fun with this. It's just a news bits discussion. I haven't done one of these in a long time. It was about a year, and I was curious, and there's some things in the news that I wanted to talk about now. This might be a more frequent video feature. I haven't forgotten about doing it. It's just something that I put off to the side for other video series. I have many video series that I do. I talk about news, I talk about products, I do retro game stuff. My video channel has lots of things that I like to do, and come join it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I love doing entertainment. I look forward to doing many more videos. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Thank you so much. You take care.